Hello, everyone, and happy DSP Recognition Week. My name is Josh Rael, and I'm the Executive Director of Alliance. Alliance is the nonprofit statewide association of all 20 of Colorado's Community Center Boards, or CCBs, and over 80 program-approved service agencies, or PASAs. And together, our members serve over 20,000 people in Colorado with intellectual and developmental disabilities, which we refer to as IDD, in every Colorado community, and they employ thousands of direct support professionals throughout the state. Today we are here to continue our celebration for DSPs and the people that support them. And in case you don't know, a DSP is a direct support professional, and that is a person who works directly with people with disabilities to assist them in living person-centered and self-directed lives in their local community. DSPs assist in daily living needs of people with intellectual and developmental disabilities at home, school, at work, and in other community places. They are advocates, coaches, teachers, friends, and often family to the people they serve. It is my honor today to introduce Alliance's 2020 Direct Support Professional of the Year, Kathy, from Foothills Gateway up in Fort Collins. Kathy works at Foothills Gateway's SLS Direct program, and she was nominated this earlier in the year and was selected out of hundreds of amazing DSPs across the state to win this prestigious award. Kathy accepted the award at the IDD Awareness Day Luncheon in Denver back in February, and we wanted to give the Colorado IDD community the opportunity to meet Kathy, hear directly from her, and to also meet a DSP during DSP Recognition Week. Good morning, Kathy. Thank you for joining us. How are you doing? How's your community? I know you're having a lot of fires up north. How are things?
Much better with the snow. We were actually in a voluntary evacuation on Labor Day, which was disconcerting and stressful, but all is well, and we were very appreciative for the weather that we have. The snow and the clouds.
That's great to hear. Yeah, I mean, we were getting your smoke down here in Denver, so we're grateful for the weather.
We live west of Fort Collins.
Oh, wow. Well, I'm glad you're back at home and didn't have to evacuate. But I just wanted to give an opportunity for the Colorado IDD community to meet you. So can you tell us a little bit more about yourself and how you became a DSP?
Like I said, my husband and I live in the foothills west of Fort Collins. I have 2 golden retrievers. I have 5 silly goats that are about 4 months old. I'm from Minnesota originally. We moved out here in 1982, and we absolutely love Colorado. I went to excuse me, I went to CSU later in life, and when I graduated, I really wasn't sure what I was going to do. I'd waitress for a lot of my life. Excuse me. And I just happened to look in the Collegian, which is the Colorado State University's newspaper. I was just looking through their ads, and I saw this ad for Foothills Gateway, and I thought, well, this really sounds familiar. So I applied, I was hired, and started a job that I absolutely love, and just learned it day by day.
Awesome. And when did you start?
I started, I've been there 16 years.
Wow.
So, yeah, in 2004.
Wow. So what are some of the challenges being a DSP?
Really, I find the rewards a lot more on the heavy side than any of the challenges. I like to challenge myself when I've worked with an individual that I'd never worked before. If I fill in, that's a challenge because they don't know me, I don't know them. So the challenges are very, very few. I guess
that's great to hear.
Yeah, the major challenge is just to provide the best support and to help my individuals have the best lives they can have.
Have you noticed anything new or different under the COVID pandemic now?
Yes, I have several individuals that are not able to do the things that we normally do together. Go into a restaurant perhaps to enjoy a meal and a good conversation, go to the library, to use the internet, look at books, to go into a facility to go swimming or to walk around the walking track. So we're not able to do those things. But the individuals that I grocery shop with, medical appointments, paying bills, that has all stayed the same.
Great.
So we wear our masks and take temperatures and keep our distance as best we can. But a lot of those supports have stayed the same. And I have individuals that I've worked for 16 years, and it's a comfortable change because we're all in it together, which sounds so cliche, but it's true.
It is true,
They know
yeah.
me, I know them, so they're very accepting of what the world is like now. I've encouraged them to watch the news at least once a day to stay current. And if they hear things they don't understand, to ask questions. So that's been enlightening for myself and for the individuals that I work with.
Well, you guys have done a fantastic job keeping people safe and healthy. And I know that we're all having to transition into this new Zoom world, and I know that a lot of the direct support professionals have done a great job doing that, and we thank you for that. You kind of started hinting to my next question, but what are some of the rewards being a DSP?
Rewards are allowing an individual to experience something they maybe would never have experienced before, to allow them to learn how to do something new. A lot of these questions all flow together. I looked quickly at the list before our conversation today. And for instance, allowing a person to learn how to vote for the first time. I have an individual who's 68 years old, and when I first started working with her, soon after an election was coming up, and I said, "Would you like to vote?" And she said, "I can't vote." And I said, "Well, what do you mean you can't vote?" She said, "Well, they won't let me vote." And I said, "You can vote. Nobody can tell you you can't vote, and that's your right, and I think you'd enjoy it," because she's very active in her community. So we got her registered to vote, and I helped her fill in her mail-in ballot for the very first time, and that was an amazing experience. I get goosebumps just thinking about it, because
that is,
I explained each issue on the ballot, and if she wanted to vote for it, she could, or if she just wanted to leave it blank. I explained candidates by how they related to her own life, or how they were, what their relationship was to somebody that was already in office, that she would either have a positive or negative view of. So I helped her to understand the candidates and the issues that way.
that is awesome. I know the population, the disability population is a huge voting bloc in the country, and we've done a lot of work letting legislators know that, and helping people with disabilities or direct support professionals understand that they should be registered to vote, should be active and participating. And so thank you for doing that work. I know that that's means a lot to all of us to make sure that people have a voice. It's very important.
I think it's important for them to know that they have a say in what could impact their lives personally too, which a couple of my individuals were not aware of. I said, if you feel really strongly about something, this is your chance to let people know that, to mark that box and to have that vote counted. And it may not go your way, but if you are frustrated with something, you at least know that you tried to change it. And I think that's very powerful for all of us.
Well, let us know if you need any help. We have a lot of resources, but it sounds like you're on the right track, and you've already done a good job. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
Anything else that you wanted to share with us, or any other direct support professionals in Colorado before we conclude?
You had talked about
the
reward.
I would love to hear if you have a favorite memory of someone that you supported over the last couple decades.
One of the situations, I had an individual that had always told me and asked me, she had no family, that should she pass away, there were certain things that she wanted me to do for her. And she did pass away, and I was able to carry out those wishes for her. So I felt that was important for her, because she trusted me with things that would happen after she passed away. And then that very same year, I was able to support an individual in buying her own home, which was a very amazing experience. So it was a complicated experience. She bought a house that was in foreclosure, and it all worked out well. That wouldn't happen now because of the housing the price of housing, but then she was able to do it, and that was just an amazing experience. So I experienced two very emotional times, one with someone who passed away and another one who was opening up a whole new life by having a little house in an area that she'd always wanted to live. So that to me, I sometimes think that I was put on this planet just to be able to do that.
Oh, that's awesome. How rewarding, and what a great story to tell. Well, Kathy, thank you for giving us a few minutes of your day. I know you're busy and there's a lot going on, especially up north right now. And so thank you again for all that you do for people with disabilities in Colorado. Congratulations on your award. And thank you everyone that tuned in today to listen, to hear more about what a direct support professional does. And that's just a little bit. It's not a 9-to-5 Monday through Friday job, as you can tell. It's a lot more than that. And it sounds like it continues to go into more volunteering work too, as you helped folks after they had already passed away.
So one thing I wanted to add is how fortunate I am to work at Foothills Gateway. Foothills Gateway has been amazingly supportive through COVID. And I could not ask, I could not ask for more than what I receive at Foothills Gateway. I'm just incredibly lucky with my supervisor and with the agency as a whole.
That's amazing. They're a great agency. We're proud to have them as part of our membership. So thank you for adding that. And again, congratulations. Thank you for taking the time, and have a great DSP Recognition Week.
It was great to meet you. Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.